that's never even been to the country before.
I don't want to make a fuss to the concierge, but this place is a bit of a pigsty.
So what kind of face is staring back at you, honey?
I'm Cara, the manager of Ralphy's Retreat. We love pigs, and this is a pig sanctuary. In our little corner of the world, people care a whole lot about animals, and pigs are no exception. They have so much personality. They're social, playful, clever, and they can get themselves into a whole pile of trouble. Sometimes, I think they're living in a world of their own.
Just another lazy day of strapping on the old feed bag for grains and grits. Hey there, Gus?
Yes, indeed, Annabelle, my little pot-bellied teacup. Grazing and foraging and snuffling one day just very much like the next. And that's how we like it.
Just wiggling in the mud without a single care in the world.
Actually, Monroe, this is research and development for my upcoming line of facial skincare products. Wallow. When it's this decadent, you'll want to. Wallow. This is gonna make me freaking rich.
Don't you mean us? My Hermione of mine?
We're a marriage of convenience, Monroe, so I'll include you when it's convenient. And that's how we like it.
Life at the sanctuary can be remarkably peaceful. But when a pig like Rupert arrives, all that can change, and fast.
Where the heck am I?
How will young Rupert do out here in the country, living the simple life?
Our mission here at the sanctuary is to provide a safe haven for abandoned, abused, and neglected potbelly pigs. Typically, we have 100 pigs in our care at the sanctuary at any given time, but we also have pigs in foster homes all over the place. There is such a need for a sanctuary for potbelly pigs because there are so many of them who find themselves homeless. We love pigs and we want to be there for them.
We love you, Cara!
People think it's fun to own a pig, and we understand why. Pigs are smart, they're funny, they're adorable.
Oh, stop you.
But it's really not fair when pet owners don't understand the commitments and needs that a growing pig will have. The reality is, a city is not a great place to raise a pig. In most urban centres, it's actually illegal to have a pet pig because you simply can't provide enough space and the proper care in a city environment. Today, our sanctuary is taking in one of those city pigs, a boy named Rupert.
Guys, you got skip the dishes here? I didn't finish my avocado toast this morning because the Uber dude showed up early. Hey, guys?
Rupert's really putting on his bravest face right now. He's trying so hard to be a big boy. Coming to the sanctuary is quite a change, and it's something of a rescue in real life. Rupert was found in an apartment in Montreal, and he had to be rescued by the authorities. His owners were really neglectful, and they used to do things like leave him in a bathtub and play music to occupy him while they went out for the night.
I also watched a lot of TV. I binged those Netflix series as soon as they pick dropped.
I know that Rupert's going to be so much happier with us, but I also know that it's going to take time and there's a huge adjustment period. I mean, he's never even been to the country before.
Auntie Cara, I have a feeling I'm not in Montreal anymore.
Good boy, buddy. Oopsies! You lost your hat.
Oh wow, look! Escalator? Buskers? Microbrewery!
Well, well, here comes the fancy pants new guy.
Rupert wears pants? None of us wear pants.
Give me strength, Monroe.
These pigs from the city all think they're so good with their newfangled pants.
Welcome to your new pen, buddy. Spend the day exploring and you can meet your new pen mates.
Pardon me, I was wondering if you could point me toward a bathtub where I might take a little nap?
Hey, new guy, bathtubs are for humans.
And your point is...
It's safe to say that Rupert had a wobbly adjustment period.
Wow, what's this? Is it possible to get a late checkout or complimentary breakfast? I guess this is like one of those farm-to-table experiences?
This guy wouldn't know his own tail if it wasn't curly swirled to his own butt.
And that's straight from the horse's mouth.
Huh? We're donkeys.
It's just an expression.
Give me strength radar.
Radar is to Applejack as Monroe is to me. I guess that's just nature's way of protecting the dim. And speaking of dim...
I don't want to make a fuss to the concierge, but this place is a bit of a pigsty.
Adding a new pig to the sanctuary can be challenging. It takes time for them to adapt to their new living quarters. Younger pigs like Rupert do find it easier than older pigs, so I'm quite optimistic that everything is going to work out. Hey Rupert, I've got a treat for you. What this is? What is it? I'm giving them a little bit of corn. Corn is fun for pigs. They're able to root around in the dirt for it, so it's mentally stimulating for them.
You want mentally stimulating? Try tackling the Montreal Gazette Sudoku puzzle with your Sunday coffee. I mean, whew.
I don't know that the new pig knows that he's a pig. He is cute, though. I like his one tusk. One tusk means Rupert's been around the block a few times. He's gonna have some growing pains adjusting from rough and tumble city life, I think.
It's possible that Rupert has grown up without knowing a single other animal. Whatever was in that bathroom might have been his whole world. So we're introducing Rupert to the sanctuary bit by bit. Right now, he's not eating with the other pigs. That's a social skill that he needs to learn.
Do you think he's asked for the Grey Poupon yet?
That's not the only thing a pig will poop on.
Oh, Gus, you're terrible.
I wish those guys would let me hang out with them.
Everyone knows that cats like to bat things around. But I like to bat mine around emotionally. Hey kid, how are you adjusting?
Whoa, you're like one of those suction cup Garfields, except you're real.
That well, huh?
Kara's got me in here with all these animals, but they're not very friendly.
Well, you know what pigs really, really love?
Garfy told me that there's not much of a nightlife here at the sanctuary, and that if there's something pigs dig more than truffles, it's Montreal Dance Club music.
No.
Stop it!
You'll love the next one,
No,
my dudes.
no.
It's retro Pig Boy.
Oh dear.
It's moments like this that give me a whole new 10th life.
It's spa day on the farm this afternoon. It's time for the pigs to get their toenails clipped. Regular grooming like this is crucial to happy hoof health. If their nails get too long, it can make walking hard and painful. Pedicures are especially important to new arrivals like Rupert, whose hooves may have been neglected. Luckily, my friends Ed and Andrea from Frog Hollow Farm Sanctuary in Princeton, Ontario, have stopped by with some special tools to get the job done. When done by pros, hoof trimming is really quite painless, and the pigs don't feel a thing. In fact, the pigs that have been at the sanctuary for a while, they really don't mind at all.
Sure, the clipping doesn't hurt, but it's not entirely a walk in the pasture either.
How often we trim any pig really depends on how fast they grow. Some need it about 3, maybe 4 times a year, others need it once.
And some wear them down themselves.
That's right. Average is about twice a year. Get this nice and short. Your toes look really good, Hattie.
Are you good?
Okay, that's good enough. Okay.
Off
Okay,
you
we're gonna
go.
roll.
There you go.
There you go, girl.
Freshly trimmed and ready to trot. I call that a successful spa day. It's really great having friends stop by the sanctuary to help keep the pigs happy and healthy. Running Ralphie's retreat is a huge amount of work, and I really couldn't do it on my own. In fact, I think I probably look forward to spa days way more than the pigs do.
Whew, glad that's over. I'm hungry.
Well, it's a new day at Ralphie's retreat.
Welcome to your new pen, buddy. Spend the day exploring, and you can meet your new pen mates.
Wow, what's this? Complimentary breakfast?
And Rupert's still having a hard time fitting in with the country folk.
You'll love the next one, my dudes!
No. Will he be able to put his city ways behind him and just pig out?
Come on, Roops. We're gonna go because you're disturbing everyone. Come on. You ready? Let's take your boombox and go. We'll take it somewhere quiet and play. Come on. That's a good boy.
But then Rupert just started wearing his dang headphones instead, and he'd sing along.
None of us had ever heard humans singing before.
Why can't he just squeal like a pig?
I mean, that's what we all do.
I knew I was taking this road trip to the sanctuary, so I preloaded my phone with some sick jams. The last one? Space Hog. But my very favorite band, Pink 182. And everybody knows this tune, so shout it! Shout it out loud! All the small pigs, hog have, hog breed, silk purse, sow's ear, too loud, always, I know. So nobody here was hip to my music, but I guess that's okay. I've been trying to fit in, I really have, but I have to admit, it's all been taking the good out of me. So I was glad to hear that everyone would get to unwind today with a little rest and relaxation.
Spa day happens 3 or 4 times a year, and I just love it.
Come on, Hermione.
Come on, Hermione.
Come on, girl. All right, we're gonna flip you over.
That's a good girl. Good girl. Good
Does she
girl.
look pretty?
Yep, just getting comfortable. Laying on my back can sometimes trigger my apnea a little bit.
Just do your little ones.
We gotcha.
Don't. It's okay.
I gotcha. You're a
Let's
good
go as
girl.
fast.
Oh, such a good girl. You must have this done all the time.
You bet. Now, have I told you about my line of facial products yet? It's called Wallow. Wallow. Wallow.
You're okay. I gotcha. Oh, they can get really long. We've seen some pigs with nails that are several inches too long. They have trouble walking. They tend to kind of high step, almost like a march.
Excuse you. We call that the piggy strut.
It does long-term damage sometimes. Sometimes it causes a little bit more arthritis in their joints. And it can be uncomfortable. They tend to grow around the longer they get.
So their nails don't stay flat. They turn into a, like Ingrid said, a tube.
Ah, that's nice. Just what my pig skin needed.
It's Rupert's turn next.
Come on, Rupert. Hey, do you guys have any cucumber water? No? What about hot towels? You got any hot towels?
Come on, buddy.
Okay, well, he learned to squeal now.
I think I'm really in the wrong place. S-P-A, spay, spay! Back in my tub, I watched a lot of Bob Barker, guys. If you want to spay and neuter your pets, well, I am no pet.
Such a fuss. I'm embarrassed for Rupert right now.
I am not an animal!
There you go. All done.
Actually, that was quite pleasant.
Good boy.
But he was still being pig-headed about one particular fact.
Wow, way to rickroll a fellow human being. I mean, people are people, but jeez.
Take a walk with me, new guy.
Sure, I'm happy for the company.
Well, you may not be for long. You seem to think you're on some kind of human holiday here, pal. But I've got news for you.
Hey, a mirror! The one in my apartment was always too high up for me to see.
Yeah, I'll just bet. This mirror is where I perform my facials. So what kind of face is staring back at you, honey?
Well, this can't be right.
Come on, your favorite bands are Pink Floyd and Pink 182. What does that tell you?
This looks like I'm...
This is for your own good.
I thought I was a...
Monroe's a pig, I'm a pig, and you're a pig. Get it?
No.
We're 3 little pigs. Had to be done. Maybe his simple life wasn't going to be so simple after all.
Living here in Norfolk County and right on the edge of Lake Erie, we are subjected to all sorts of crazy weather here at Ralphie's. Whether it's heavy rain, high winds, horribly cold winters, or the really humid summers, we need to be prepared so that the pigs are cozy. This is one of our newer houses at Ralphie's. The pigs have lovely beds to bury into. When it's really humid out, we have to make sure that the houses stay cool so the pigs can really get out of the heat of the day. So the houses are insulated, but they also need ventilation in the form of little vents on the side of the houses. And then outside, they've always got their mud pits and their pools to go and cool off in. Spring and fall often bring high winds. If there's a storm coming, we have to scramble. We have to make sure that everything is safe for the pigs, that everything is battened down, that there's nothing loose to fly around and hurt somebody. So we have to check fences constantly to make sure that nothing's taken a fence out because we don't want to lose any of the animals. When everyone else is getting cozy, you can generally find myself and others out here working to make sure these guys are comfy. Often in the end of winter, beginning of spring, you get lots of snow, then a melt, and snow, then a melt. The pigs are really, really sensitive to where ice is, thank goodness, because it is a skating rink out here. And often it's me that ends up falling over rather than them. It's a very rare day that the pigs get stressed out by the weather. I think it's me that does all the stressing and they're fine.
How will young Rupert do out here, living the simple life? Well, spa day wasn't really Rupert's cup of tea, nor was his music for the other pigs.
Super
Too loud!
So a pig arrives from the city that never sleeps, and then he never lets us get any sleep. Getting my beauty rest is seriously important, so playing loud music at night certainly didn't get Rupert off on the right hoof.
Will Rupert ever adjust to country life?
I really hope that Rupert will start to fit in better with the rest of the pigs. Social interaction is super important to them.
But I have to admit that Rupert looked kind of cute bopping around the pen with his headphones on and what was that word again? Singing? Oink, 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 oink. Kind of catchy.
I'm never gonna sing again. I've been making a fool of myself. I came to Ralphie's because pigs don't belong in the city, but I don't belong here either. Nobody wants me here. Except Kara. Guess I'll catch the midnight train, going anywhere.
Hey, Rupert, it isn't so safe out there, right, Meow? You shouldn't be outside the pen, buddy. Not at night. Maybe, in some teensy tiny way, this is my fault?
Have you seen anything or just heard it? All right. So a neighbor has just heard a coyote and thought she saw something running this way. So I'm gonna go check it out just to be sure.
Kara, Twinkle told me to tell you that the running sound might actually have been Rupert running away.
Common sense? That little piggy had none.
I just wanted Rupert to smarten up and accept the truth. I didn't want him to run away. One tusk wasn't going to protect him for long out there. Maybe in some teensy tiny way this was my fault.
We all could have been more welcoming. And I had to admit that singing was pretty catchy. Oink, 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 oink. It's pretty cool.
Rupert! 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 Rupert!
Did you hear?
Yeah, I heard a coyote.
No, did you hear the bad news?
Rupert ran away. He's out there on his own.
Oh no, that isn't good.
The word spread and everybody knew that there was something going on. But how are we gonna get Rupert to come back?
I don't know that a city kid would have expected it to be so dark out there. What if Rupert had lost his way? And coyotes certainly have better night vision than pigs do. We had to save that kid's butt somehow.
Rupert! Rupert!
That's when it came to me, and I'd do what I'd have to do. All the small pigs, hog breeds.
Silk purse, sow's ear, pig pen, curled rear. Always I know you'll be myself.
Now, if there's one thing that coyotes don't like when they're hunting, it's noise. It's enough to send them back into the woods, where they belong.
Bovine, grunting, truffle, hunting, swine, boar, hog, sow.
Come on, Rupee. Good boy. Come on. Good job, buddy. Now stay inside this time.
Oink 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 oink. I'd started to get pretty frightened out there, all on my own. But then I heard it echoing on the night air. The others had learned to sing.
I'm so glad that Rupert made it home safely. His new friends sounded so upset while he was out on his little adventure.
Okay, kid, you want to try this again?
Rupert fit in here at the retreat even faster than I thought he would. When I look out over the sanctuary, I'm always checking in to make sure that the new pigs have integrated properly. So when I look at Rupert and I see his lovely waggy tail, I know he's settled and feels okay about his new life. He's got a hearty appetite, which is also a really good sign. But the number one way that I know that he's fully integrated with his new friends is that I will find him snuggled up in the straw with them.
So, what do you see in that mirror?
I'm a pig. And I'm home.
Rupert is getting on just fine with us here in the country, and maybe the others could learn a thing or two from him.
I think this fresh air is going to be good for me. What am I going to miss on the TV anyway? Just a bunch of reruns and ads for Walmart.
What's a Walmart?
It's a store.
That sells walls?